So why has this market felt very, very different than other markets? Well, I'm going to talk about a couple things. The first, where we are in terms of the entire crypto market and why this crypto market may be ending soon, or at least why people say this crypto market may be ending soon. And what's the difference between this market and other markets? I also want to talk about some videos that have come out from Wyoming. We've got one, the Kraken founder. Then we have Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, talking about a possible $1 million Bitcoin by 2030. And then Eric Trump saying that Bitcoin will hit $1 million. So let me start out right here. Why is this market feeling different? Well, it has to do with altcoins really not being a part of this market as it was back in 2021. If you take a look at the entire crypto market cap, we are well below where we were when we saw massive tops to the market. So this is May of 2021. We can see the blue line well above this red line, which is the fair value line. And all the way until the end of the year, we saw this blue line way above it, the total crypto market cap. Here, we are seeing it below the red line. So how can people be calling this crypto market over when we have not even had an insane rally above this fair market, this fair value line? Same thing in 2017 when the market cap for crypto hit this green line, super, super huge market cap. And the difference mainly is that altcoins have not joined like they did back in 2021. So take a look right here. This is why a lot of people are calling that the top of the market will happen soon, even Grok. Grok is saying, the AI model, that the peak of the market will happen soon, and it has to do with what happened in previous market cycles. So when Bitcoin hit its peak price. So right now, today, we are on day around 1016, and we can see that the previous two markets hit their peak for Bitcoin around day 1060. So not too far in the future, maybe like 2 months or so. So personally, I think that the market's going to go longer. It's not going to end like it did back in November of 2021, but we shall see. I could be wrong. There are reasons to support an extended cycle. There are also reasons to support the same 4-year cycle. And really quick, before I dive into these other stories, if you are a trader and you want to grab a 10% bonus on first-time deposits, you can check out my link below with BTCC, where they offer incredibly lower trading fees, which really makes a huge difference if you are a trader. So right here, this is Bitcoin's dip in 2021. It went down 53%. Summer of 2021, 53% dip or so for Bitcoin, and then it rallied to a new all-time high in November. So November was a new all-time high after Bitcoin dipped 53% in the summer. Right now, Bitcoin is approximately down 10% from the all-time high. So everyone that's panicking and freaking out, I think it's not that intelligent, just because, again, this is a baby dip. But I know people are concerned because it's like, oh, the market may be over, the bull market may be over, and ETH hasn't even hit its peak, and what the heck's going on? So I get it, but also this dip, not a big deal. So let me dive into a couple stories. The first one is going to be right here with the founder of Kraken.
The value of Bitcoin is going to be more synonymous with gold. And so the way I think about it is that we're just in the really, really early innings of what's going to be trillions of dollars coming into the ecosystem, building.
Yeah, so trillions of dollars coming into the ecosystem, and he compares this to gold. And if it hits the market cap of gold, Bitcoin will be a heck of a lot higher. Now, this is a longer video. I will just play a couple clips, 2 minutes, Brian Armstrong. And actually, I'll just summarize it. So he says he could see a $1 million Bitcoin by 2030. And he gives a couple reasons. There is regulatory clarity now. The US has a strategic Bitcoin reserve, which, a couple years ago, no one would think that this was actually a real thing. He mentions sovereign nations and governments are now interested. Him being the CEO of Coinbase, he has pretty good insights into what other countries and nations, what they're doing. And also the surging ETF demand. So if you want to watch the video, you can check it out on my X. I'll link that below. If you're not following me there, definitely follow me on X. And this is a shorter video from Eric Trump. This happened recently. Let's take a look.
That's going to put trillions of dollars into the asset. And so I think, you go out a couple of years, there's no question that Bitcoin hits $1 million. There is no question in the world that
Yeah, so go out a couple of years, no question that Bitcoin hits a couple $1,000,000. And take a look right here, the beloved global M2 money supply chart. So some say that this chart predicted the current dip in the price of Bitcoin and in this case, Ethereum. Who knows? We will see what happens, but I think there is obviously a correlation between this, the business cycle, etc. So a lot of what we're waiting for today is what Jerome Powell says. But I want to just end the video with this. It's from James Lavish. He says, "Good evening. On the eve of Powell's last Jackson Hole speech, just remember, regardless of what he says, they, meaning the government, the Fed, have no choice but to continue to manipulate the money supply. And so they will print again. They will print dollars again, even more than the last time, and Bitcoin will soar." And that's why a lot of people, including myself, really don't want to sell our Bitcoin. We're fine stomaching drops and dips because we know over the course of 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years, whatever your time frame is, that Bitcoin is going to continue to go up. So regardless of when you watch this and what Powell said and what the price of Bitcoin is doing, ultimately, it really doesn't matter. If you take a step back, zoom out, if you're an aggressive trader, that's a whole different story. If you're a buy and hold kind of person and accumulate for 5, 10 years, it doesn't matter what happens short term because we know where things are going long term. So I'll end the video there, guys. Hope you're doing well. Leave a comment below with what you think. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.